Hi everyone, it's Brenda. I wanted to come on and do my next Improve Your Drawing video. This one I'm going to label actually Task 1. I'm not going to call them lessons anymore because the lessons was basically just what I have already shared with you. After you have that, if you keep practicing, you could pretty much get better. You really don't need to go on with the series unless you really want to. What I'm going to share with you, I'm going to try weekly, is a new task. These you want to practice and they will help you get better with your dimension in your drawing, with your proportion, with, seeing. All these, if you keep trying different aspects, you'll find a way that works for you. So, without further ado, our first task is taking two objects of differing shapes and you're going to draw them. What you see before you is my glass here and just, one of my drinking glasses here and my tea strainer. And what you're going to do is take your two objects and you're going to move them to an area where you're comfortable. This is where you can move them. Now you cannot move them once you set them down to start drawing. Once you start drawing, you cannot move them no more. And it's just as the other one. So you'll position them together. If you want them to overlap for in your drawing, you can do that. If you want them side by side, you can do that. Whichever you're more comfortable with. Put them more at an angle. However, you rearrange them. You get to control. Sorry, I'm going to move the camera. You get to control the setup. But once it's there, pick your point of view, and that's all you're going to draw. So if I'm sitting here, all I'm going to see is this section here, all the way straight down. I'm not going to see what's back here, except for looking through the glass. So that's going to curve a different way. In the shading, you can see there's a light streak here. So that's where my white will be. This is going to be dark in here. See, there's another light streak here. That would be light, or left white. This would be dark. And doing those contours like that and coloring, back and forth, kind of like an angle, slowly getting smaller and smaller, is going to give you that dimension and depth. The shading. So as you go further, the shading's going to do it. Not so much your curvature of your lines. The curvatures will help, but the shading is really going to pop and bring it out. If you're new to this series, go back and watch the first two videos in this section, and if you send me pictures of your drawings, I will highlight them through my art program and show you where you can improve your drawing if you want to. I won't if you don't, so just let me know. If you want to go ahead and make a video showing me your work, that'd be awesome. Love to see it. Just, message me and let me know, because if you don't, I will have no clue that you've done it. So I hope you continue with me on the journey. Here, like I said, is what I chose. My cup and my tea strainer. Now, don't stress. Don't take forever on these. Do it quick. Pick your light source. Use what's naturally there, but make sure you label your light source with a symbol, maybe something like this, anything, just to show that your light source is coming from what direction. When I did this, the light was coming this way, as it is now. And don't take forever. It's a sketch, remember, so you work it quick. And here's my sketch. I just sketched it out. This took me 10 minutes. I try not to go longer than that, unless you're working on a big piece. Something like this, I would not spend more than 10 minutes. If you only get the outline, that's fine. Try it again another day. The more you practice, the better you're going to get. And let me see if I can get these side by side for you. And it would be more like this is what you'd be seeing. But that right there is my sketch. And as you can see, I left plenty of room on this side of the paper. I used half. Oops, sorry about that. But I used half of the paper. Why? Simple reason. I label it Task 1. This way, I can bring these items back out, and I can do it again in a couple weeks, a couple months, maybe next year. I can come back and I can try again so I can see my improvement. If you don't want to split, your paper like this, by all means, you could do another sheet and keep them in a book. That's up to you. But I'm going to show you kind of how I get to this, to the point of drawing this image. You can see you know, if you're going to be looking at it from my point of view, you're going to see that it's kind of, you know it's a circle, but it's not when you're looking at this. See, it's more of an oval shape now. And this is going to curve in. See how this comes inward and then back out? That's what you're going to do. So here's your circles, you know, your C for your curve, and another C to connect it over here. Now it's just a stretched out one. And the same here. Could be a stretched out C, but it can also be a line. Come down and then just curve, and then line. And the same with your handles. If you're still struggling, the best thing I could say is practice. The more you practice seeing and drawing, the better it's going to come out. For purposes, I really don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try for you guys. How I was saying before, hopefully I have enough here. I have enough light and room for you guys. The top is not a circle or oblong circle because I did really slow, but it's more of an oval shape, okay? And then you're going to come in a little bit and then come back out. Come in and come back out. So that's the basic shape you want. Now that looks nothing like my cup, but I wasn't going for my cup. I was just trying to show you the basic movement of it without my hand in the way, because sometimes I find that my hand will get in the way and you can't really see what I'm doing anyway. But if I'm going to work on my cup, I would do more of my oval, and I would come down, make it a little bit longer because I'm following the line with my eye on the object. And it's like I know it comes in and then it comes back out, and that's my rough shape of my cup. Now I do know that there's the base, so there's going to be a little curve like this in there. And then I do have these little rings here on the bottom. So this is just a really quick sketch. I mean, yeah, you can't really tell. I mean, if you wanted to get creative, you could turn it like this, and then you could put a huge handle on it, and now you have like one of those old school gas lamps. But that's just a rough idea of just to let your hand flow to go with what you see. Try not to be so particular and you'll get it, because the best thing about drawing is, just like on here, there's an eraser and that'll take it right away. But if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to contact me. I will leave an email down below where you can email me your photographs or your questions or stuff if you don't want to leave them on this video. And if you like it, please thumbs up and let me know to keep going. And I'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.